Hi, everybody. Glory, glory, hallelujah, amen. So, Trump is the president. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That goes for the born and the unborn. So I look at that as a win for the unborn. And now is a time for us to pray for each other. And those were my first words once I was informed that Trump is won the election. So today I'm going to be preparing let's see my nose, pardon me. I know that's not the way to start a cooking video, but I like to keep the nose clean over the food. Trying to get a good angle. All right, I think that's pretty good. So I chopped one mushroom about 4 times, and then I said, all right, let's do a cooking show tonight. So it's gonna be the portobellas, and they're the big brown ones. I'm gonna bake them, and then I'm gonna add them to the spaghetti to the sauce, to some marinara sauce with some garden combo, some honey barbecue, and some white cooking wine. That's gonna be the sauce, and I'm gonna season the mushrooms with the Saison. This is the without a Conte. I like some Conte. So yeah, so we're gonna use the comb. There we go. So the Cineconte. Okay, I'm gonna just put this right here because I'm tired of looking for the box. I got quite a few Goya Saison boxes. So we're gonna coat the bottom of the baking pan with grapeseed oil. And then we're gonna going to season the bottom of the pan because I'm not gonna be flipping these. The only thing I'm hoping is that by pre-seasoning the bottom of the pan, the bottom of the pan doesn't start to burn because of the seasoning. But I'm not going to use too high of a fire. believe in education, but I also believe that even a lot of people who are under the alphabet do not agree with the type of sex education that's been going on in the public schools. And it doesn't look like the old administration was going to do too much about that. And I also believe that the majority of the things that was ran on by Kamala's party, the agendas they were pushing, versus the issues that's going on right now in the United States of America, and how the other party, the Republican Party, how they addressed a lot of the things that's going on these days, and where's the accountability for where we're at right now? So off of those principles alone, I think we're in a better position than we would have been. A lot of the conflicts going on around the world seem to have died down a little due to Trump winning the election. So it's like a step in the right direction. And so I'm chopping these really thin, so I could already predict I'm gonna run out of room. So I'm gonna start layering. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to fit everything. So let me pull this back a little. Pull that back a little. Y'all see how I'm doing that? Alright. So, as I was saying, the policies the Republican Party was running on is way better for the progression of things getting better around here instead of worse. Babylon is meant to fall because of how it was founded. But as a United States citizen and a person who spent most of their life here in the United States, that spirit won't go down without a fight. Land of the free, home of the brave is not a cliche. There's a spirit that every countryman of every country on the planet is born with on a national capitalistic level. I'm the type of person who always roots for the home team. And that stays the same regardless if I move. Okay? It ain't where you from, it's where you at. So, with all that being said, let's give the Almighty His glory in giving us another day, another breath, food on the table, or however He's providing. We here, right? Yeah, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful likelihood of nukes going off has decreased a little bit. And as I was listening to but I have one channel I've been watching to keep updated with the news, and he was talking about it. And that's how I heard. So, well, not just one channel, but it's one main channel right now. So, the other content creators that, they say things about politics in their videos, even when the video is not about politics. And I get my little snippets, like I used to get my little snippets like that, but I've been falling back with what was two of my favorite content creators, next to Geno Jennings, even though I don't agree with everything Geno says. He's still my favorite pastor. And then I had two favorite, well, I'll just say it, Ringo and New Breed. Yeah. So those are my two favorite content creators. And actually they still are, but I'm just not watching them. Because Diamond Royale Ministries, I don't like what's happening right now. I didn't like what was happening before. She got into this. Now it's like a weird triangulation going on, and I guess us, the viewers, are the ones receiving this abuse. I'm gonna try to, I could call names, but I'm not right now. But one of the content creators was like insinuating this is what y'all want, like somebody seeking drama for entertainment, and I put in the comments like au contraire, it's nothing close to that. I'm on religious. Well, I feel a funny way about even saying the word religious, because so far, all three of the people I just named, if you say the word religious, it seems to strike a nerve with them. When I say religious, I don't mean sitting in a church where the pastor's not living right, but he's saying the right stuff on the podium, or being too religious as to where you know earthly good. You have to know when and where to apply the scripture so that you can have a fulfilling life. And I don't think at no point in life it's a opportunity to say, okay, now this is where I don't use the scripture. No, it's gonna fit every scenario that you come up with in life. If you know the scripture, you study the scripture, and you apply it. Now, there'll be occasions where you could be very well versed in the scripture, and something happens and catches you in a less favorable response than you thought you would have had because you're constantly in the Word. That's called being human. And it's those situations like that where repentance is a beautiful thing to have. But this looks pretty. I'm going to show y'all. It don't make sense to let this go to waste. So let's see. It's not as pretty now, but yeah, of course I lost my frame of thought because I'm doing a cooking show, but that's how that looks. So I want to sprinkle a little oil over the top. That'll help the seasoning, and maybe what drops to the bottom will also help with it not burning on the bottom, because it's going to be in there for quite a while. And also the mushrooms shrink when you bake them. So it's gonna look like almost half of what you see now once the bacon is done. I should have went with the olive oil. The grapeseed oil could work. And it's not too late. I'll do about a tablespoon. Ooh. Now with the seasoning, it's much easier to dash. That was just a jump out the window move, but I pulled it off. But yeah, when I go on, I'm not looking to be entertained with drama. I'm on because these people be talking about current events, life experiences that we all go through, and for the most part, life experiences that we all go through for the most part, current events. You know, I don't watch TV. Like, what I see on my Facebook is generally whatever's under my my posts that I share. So I catch those. I catch my birthdays. What else? And then there's that feed on the top. You know, I really don't spend much time scrolling on Facebook. So literally, when I click on those three people, and then I also got a few more, Seven, Brian, those are two people off the top of the head. What's his name? Drew. It's been a little while since I watched him, but I enjoy him too. But I got my main go-tos. Oh, who's the other guy? Well, really, if you go to my Facebook page, it shouldn't be hard to find. Same name on everything, my name. So, like, you'll see the people I share. Like, I always share. Well, let me not say always, but 99, or not 99, 90% of the time, I'm sharing. Well, I can actually up that. Well, yeah, it's about 90. I wanted to say 95. So this is the black pepper. I want to say 95. Oh, man. Excuse me. And of course, that's what the black pepper do. I don't think we need any more of this. Did I put the ginger already? I don't think so. And yeah, lost my train of thought. But that's all right, because it's about, you really aren't here for the food. So this is some ginger powder. Well, I thought I started preheating the oven. The water's boiling now for the spaghetti. I'm gonna put the oven to 375. I think that's a fair temp. If I put it too high, I got a feeling that's not a good idea. 375. All right. So this is cilantro and lime. Depending how all of this is looking when I check on it, it might get a stir. But I'll know when I check on it. But I might not need to do that. Just let it ride out. So you could put this in. Give y'all another shot of it now that it's seasoned up. And then when I go in for my check, I'm considering that might be a good time to add the onions and the garlic on the top. And that way, the oven can roast them. So, and that'll be a good time to add any vegetables I'd like to add to on top. So the oven can roast the vegetables too. So I'm gonna start selecting some vegetables, chopping some onion, chopping some garlic. And this should start coming along. Things are gonna start moving in here pretty fast. Once the pasta starts going, and I usually just go like that. I don't know if y'all saw the technique. Let me put this up. And then I'm gonna do that same thing again. Like that. And then like that. Okay. Now we got the salt. I add just a little bit. I usually don't even add salt when I'm cooking, so I'm not going to. What I will do though is add some more cilantro with lime. This one. Directly in here. And that'll count as my salt. And excuse me. And a little bit of oil. Oh, I thought I put olive oil. That was actually avocado oil that I put on top of the grapeseed oil. That should be fine. That was about a tablespoon. That should be good. All right. You say your number one wicked selector. Yeah, so even though I said I don't be watching them much, which I haven't, I did catch Ringo's coverage of what happened to Buckshot Shorty of the boot camp clique, Native Tongue family. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it do. I was like, as soon as I heard, I said it had to be some youngins, because most people our age, around our age, I'm 47, we know exactly who Buckshot Shorty is, but time passes, people's reputations change. I don't know what happened. What I do know is that was heartbreaking to hear. You know, and I even commented like, well, I know like any old dude getting beat up, at least I would be calling 911, at least. Because I don't know what happened. You can't just jump in physically because you feel in a certain kind of way about somebody in the middle of a physical altercation. You can't just jump right in. And you can ask all my peoples, and they looked at me weird too when I used to say it. But I used to be like, yo, straight up, if you're shooting a fair one, I'm gonna let you shoot it. What do I need to jump in one dude for? That's how you escalate something. Because if, let's say I was to take a L, I could accept that L, Holmes. That just means I need to go home, you know, work harder, practice my skills better. With what I didn't, you know, what happened? Did he snuff me? Like what, you know, what could I have done better is what I'm gonna be thinking if we went head up and shot the fives. Now, if you jump me, my whole mindset is going to be completely different about the situation. Completely different. So, you do unto others. Now, if my people start losing the fight, that doesn't mean I'm going to start beating up the other person. That's when you break it up. That's when you break it up. I'm not going front. I'm not standing there letting somebody beat up my friend. I'm not going to do that. If you start losing, I got you. I'm going to break it up. Let peace. You got it. And that's that. Now, if you start swinging on me, I'm going to be like, yo, I'm just trying to break it up. But if you want to fight me now, you saying you want to fight me now, so you want to do it? Like, we could do it. You feel me? And I tell my man, yo, don't jump in. Don't fucking jump in. And I tell him, but yo, don't let. The same way I broke it up for you, break it up for me. If this nigga start partying me, I said the N word, but if you start ODing, codeing on me, yo, break it up, all right? Shoot. And then I got my limits too. If I got somebody down, if I see I'm winning, I'll give them a chance. You feel me? I'll let them up, be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you up. Or you already see, I know when to stop. But again, I'm 47. This is a whole different mindset. That's why these youngins don't know. You cannot just, like I said, I don't know what's going on with Buckshot. But these youngins don't got the same mindsets that we had. But the first thing I be thinking when an OG catch a bad one like that is youngins. All of this didn't come out. I thought it did. But these youngins, and this is why if we don't start changing things, and then the black people are actually the cultural leaders of the world. When we do something, everybody else copy. So eventually, if we don't get our acts right, the whole world is going to look like the hood. And maybe that's what it's going to take before things get better. And how do we make things better? Respecting family, men and women, respecting family, promoting the young ladies to keep their virginity until the right man comes. And if they're doing that, the men ain't gonna be able to get buns. Who is you smashing if they're not opening their legs? That solves the problem right there. So fathers, your daughters, from birth, you're supposed to be there until that right man comes into her life. And ain't no other man supposed to be touching that, looking at that in that kind of way, unless he's a suitable man for your daughter. And she has to know that. Now, men need to be focusing on manly things. It's all in the book. I'm not going to go down the list. But if the fathers are setting the right examples, the sons will know what they're supposed to do. Now, the daughters, they just need to keep their legs closed. And that's the father's responsibility to protect his daughter, and it's also the mother's responsibility to teach her daughter. And that's a real good start. We could start that tomorrow. Not that there aren't families out there living that way, but the overwhelming majority of families are not really driving home the importance of the young ladies in the family maintaining their virginity until the right man comes into their life. And in the Bible, what do they call that? Marriage. Marriage could be done legally through the church without involving the state. If you want to involve the state for legal purposes, see, because a lot of people want to do it outside of the state, and these are responsible men. Now, you have to weigh it, because by the time you do all of the legal paperwork to make sure your family's going to be straight, most high forbid something happened to you untimely, either way that will be done. But if you're not a responsible man in that regards of making sure you're going to take care of all that paperwork, then just go through the state so the state can do it. Because the state has laws, legalities, and different things in place in relation to the marriage as to where certain things are already understood with who has custody over a large array of situations and scenarios. Without that marriage, your wife may not be able to conduct the house that's left behind in the order that you would have wanted her to. The whole time as she's moving, she could be saying, I know he wouldn't have wanted it done like that. I know this, I know that, but I can't, my hands are tied because I don't have no paperwork. Whereas if, in all of those ways her hands was tied, there's legal paperwork that you could have drawn up to where things is gonna go the way you would like them to go in your absence. Again, that takes a certain level of responsibility. The same way having more than one wife, or more than one wife and or concubines, takes a certain level of responsibility, maturity, righteous. Well, if you ain't doing it righteously, and you actually able to pull that off, if you ain't a righteous man and you got more than one wife, if you're not a righteous man and you got more than one wife, and or concubines, I'm not wishing it on nobody, but I could imagine that could be a living hell. I believe that there's righteous men doing it that still have so much on their plate that it's probably times that they're like, this is a lot for me. But then there's righteous men with one wife with so much on their plate, even without children, that feel like this is a lot for me to handle. I feel a lot of pressure. To each their own. But what the Most High calls you, what life, with the co-creation, don't tempt the Most High. You could get married, divorced, fall in love, get married again, and have such a strong conviction from what you're learning from the Bible that you have to annul that marriage. Now you're like, okay, what do I do now? Next thing you know, you reconcile, not next thing you know, but you reconcile with your first wife. Okay, now the wife you divorced, you still care for her, if you do. Now, is it wrong for you to take her on as a wife at this point? Not in the Bible. Now, if you even fix your mouth or your brain to not have had the conversation with your first wife about your beliefs, I don't know, because you jumping out the window with it. Certain things, and if you just learned it, when you learned it, you should be sharing it with your wife. Like, from what I'm reading, it don't sound like it's unbiblical to have more than one wife. I mean, I don't see it in there. It has me questioning. And then I look at cultures around the world, and it got me questioning. And what's her response to all of that? And what's your belief to all of that? These are conversations that should be had. Keep it 100. What you don't do is be lying to your wife about women. That make you a whoremonger, a liar, confusion, the devil. Ooh. The word will tell you what you are. I don't got to tell you what you are if you lying to your wife. But my life is, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to go there, but a lot of people pull that card. Do you have a wife? I'm divorced. I'm going to leave it at that. But when people talk on these topics, people try to pull people's card. Do you have a wife? Are you in a polygamous relationship? And then if you're not in a successful polygamous relationship, a person will be quick to pull that card as if you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's say I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's let the Bible do the talking. The only thing that a person could have is, in the beginning it was not so. Christ said that himself. In the beginning it was not so. The Most High made Adam and Eve. But then those of us that are way more studied would ask, okay, what about Lilith? That would be a divorce from his first wife, who actually Satan took on as a wife, I believe. But anyway, that would be a divorce from his first wife, Lilith, and a marriage to Eve, or a union to Eve. So in the beginning, what was so? And then what did Eve do? So Lilith and Eve did your boy dirty. But he didn't have to bite the apple. I don't think, and they didn't say it was an apple. So he didn't have to bite that fruit. What did she make, a fruit pie, and then tell him what tree it came from? No, he knew very well what he was doing. And to me, that sounds almost like, oh, since you cheated, I'm a cheat too. Nope. That make you worse. That make you worse, because if that's not what was in your heart to begin with, you're gonna let the next person change who you are, and you're not even that kind of person. You know what? You is that kind of person. Y'all both cheaters. Okay, let me chop up these veggies. I was trying to decide whether to mix vegetables or the broccoli. I do prefer broccoli in my spaghetti. In my spaghetti sauce. Actually, I want to go with a whole clove. I like my garlic. I like my onions. Yes, I do OD with my garlic and my onions. I ain't even going front like I don't. That only need like 2 more minutes. So by the time I chop up this onion, I gotta strain the spaghetti. So yeah, the main thing is just we gotta do better as families. And that's another thing that really upset me when that triangulation against us, the viewers, took place. I'm like, I can't believe this. First, these two, not my girl. I'm like, yo, what? For real, for real? So I'm really trying to avoid these videos. I'm not even going front. I watched one of Ringo's reactions. I watched one of Breed's reactions. And I watched 2 of Diamond's reactions. And it's all drama. And I'm like, yo, this is not Christ-like. It's not. This is not what I'm this is not my fans. This is not my community. This is not why y'all are my favorite creators. This is not why y'all my favorite content creators. Not close. When I get fly, and if the person who knows, I ain't even gonna say all of that. When I get fly, when I feel like, damn, I'm looking good. If there's people around to see it, they lucky. That's all I feel about it. Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky y'all getting to see it. Because I did not do it for y'all. I feel good. Like, when I go shopping, I'm not thinking about how everybody's gonna see me in this. I'm trying to match my colors up. I'm thinking how I'm going to look in it. For me, when I look in that mirror, when I look myself up and down, I'm going to be in the zone. And may everybody else like it. If y'all don't, then y'all don't. Because it's my style. Like, I really go for my style. You're not gonna watch. You're not gonna see me rocking out the latest trends. Most likely not, unless I'm really feeling it. Not because everybody is on it. I've never been that. Now, let me make something clear. Let's say LeBron. He's like the best basketball player in the NBA right now, to my knowledge. Let's say he came out with a pair of kicks, and I like them. It could be that same pair of kicks, but not LeBron's. I would still cop them because I like what I like. Would I buy a pair of kicks just because it says Jordans or LeBron's on them? Heck to the no. If I like them, yeah. Just that simple. And one of those, you know what? I'ma stop. But yeah, this is I've been in the comments and I be like sad. This is all sad. Like it's a sad I say it's a sad day because I want this to pass. I say it's a sad day. I just want peace, love, community. That's it. That's what I'm on for. And then you hear how my voice is. I'm real soft spoken. I'm real laid back, cool. I'll be on chill time. And my girl Diamond, she could get real passionate about what she be saying. And I ain't even going front. I love it. I like how she expresses herself free and how she feel and she say how she feel. That's how you could tell somebody being genuine too. And they speaking with, well, that's not 100%, but it's close enough. Close enough with her and the other things she be saying because they be adding up real good. She said some things lately though that I wasn't feeling. She made some generalizations. You don't gotta clap back at men with generalizations because a man is making a generalization towards you. I'm a champion for the Most High's people, not no one. That's what I said. I said if a woman's a devil, if all women are devils, all men are devils, and that's just common sense because all men come from a woman. So how she a devil and you ain't a devil? I know my biology. I know my biology. Trust me. I got a B. No, I got. Listen, I ain't even want to try to pull rank. I know my biology. So it ain't gonna add up. And on both sides of this argument, and that's another thing I said in the comments. I said this thing needs to be settled once and for all because this is an ongoing debate, and the answers are right there in the book. In these last days, 7 women will cling to 1 man, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff too. Uh-oh. Yep, that's good. And I know they look a little crispy, but they're supposed to, because we don't want soggy mushrooms. We actually are gonna put them back in again. because we don't want soggy mushrooms. It's gonna have like a steak, a chopped steak type of texture once I'm done. But y'all seen how it shrunk, right? It's crazy. Well, not crazy, but all right. Now this garlic's gonna take a minute. But yeah, we need to settle this once and for all. And then what else? There's so many points on both sides. So maybe I should save this for the debate. For the great debate that needs to take place on this particular topic. So I got a feeling that the people who enjoy spending this time with me spend some time on the channels I'm talking about as well. So I don't know if this will get out into the airways like that to where an actual debate can take place. And I don't even really want to call it a debate. Let's call it a Bible study. So that a Bible study, because I don't want drama. I don't want nothing that's going to make anybody upset. We should be happy to learn, you know, and conclude this. So whenever this thing comes up, we all on the same page. And people ain't pointing fingers and talking down on people. When we all serving the same Most High. And we all like, you could tell who you listening to, you know? It's like if you go into somebody's search history, or you go on their Facebook page, you see a bunch of wickedness. Need I say more? The fruit. Test the fruit. That's how you test the fruit. You don't try to set somebody up to test their fruit. Observe the fruit. Well, I'll tell you right now, if me and you are cool, if I'm seeing you as cool peoples, a brother, and then I see that you dug a pit just to see if I could avoid it. And then calling yourself my friend. Why do you call yourself my friend and hide your face? A real friend don't dig holes, pits for their friends. Regardless if you just wanted to see if I could make it around it or not. I won't be looking at you the same. You know why? Because at this point, I don't know what you're coming with next. Where do the tests end? And who are you? That's not the type of friend I'm interested in. Now, me and you, if we agree we're friends, and we out there in the world, for whatever reason, and you like, friend, this situation we about to go in, we need to learn more about. So why don't we put some bait out there and see if they bite? And if they bite, then we know it's a dangerous situation. And if they don't bite, we know we'll be safe. I would tell them I don't like all of the, you know, all the bait trap laying and all. I believe we be all right. And a friend that doesn't believe we'll be okay will say, listen, I'm telling you we should do this because A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, I may be persuaded. And why would I listen? Because that's my friend. This situation we about to go into, those ain't my friends. I don't know those people. So even though I feel a little uncomfortable about it, I may actually go along with that. Because that's keeping me and my friends safe. But if you calling me a friend and you laying traps, I'm not going to be comfortable around you. If you laying traps to see if I'm going to fall in them or not, I'm not going to be comfortable around you. I'm not really going to consider you a friend. Not very friendly. This ain't junior high school. I don't gotta get in a fight with you to be best friends, to make best friends with you. That's no. What'll make me be a best friend with you is you being straight up from the gate and never crossing me. That's that type of friend where it's like, because you never crossed me, even though I got children and a family I need to get home to, I believe that you got me. And if I'm wrong, that's dead wrong. But that's how a friend is supposed to be. We left together, we coming back together. What happened to your pops, let me tell you, type shit. Did I just curse? I surely did. Pardon me. I don't want this to be a, I don't want to, I don't, I don't want to be in that habit. But I do curse. I don't curse people. I use profanity to get my point across sometimes. Not for the shock and awe, but I spent a fair amount of my youth in Bronx River Projects. And we did speak a certain kind of way. And when me and my sisters be talking, we do be speaking a certain kind of way. And when my moms be talking, she be speaking a certain kind of way. And the way that account is set up, sometimes curses be coming out. But yeah, that divide and conquer, boy, that's some real powerful JoJo. That's some real powerful stuff right there. We seen it play out in real life with the welfare programs. Now we gonna play it out on YouTube? Come on now. Definitely a time to be coming together. And yeah, like I was saying too. With great power comes great responsibility. Two of the most recognized tubers for speaking about polygyny is not being, it's just not looking good right now in my sight. For acts that don't seem to match up with Christ's teaching. And they know I'm right. And I don't really want to chastise, because there was one instance where one of them apologized for even responding to the other one. And I understand when somebody coming at your channel like that, coming at your philosophies like that, coming at everything you say sideways, it's going to be hard to maintain that silence. But Christ did it. Plenty of times Christ did it. He was silent and walked away. Went to the next town. And when I say not Christ-like, that's one of the examples. And then for people like me, what do I got? 55, 6, somewhere between 55. I'll be surprised if it went up from 55. It's been at 55 for a little while. So for someone with 55 subscribers, that not only admires and respects the 3 content creators that I mentioned, I don't know, maybe y'all don't want nobody to come up after y'all. I shouldn't say that. But I need, doing this, I would like if the people who inspire me, who actually help me to get closer to the Most High, but we all human. I said that too. get it with the Most High. I just dropped that short. That's where I fit in. Get it with the Most High. That is where I fit in. Get it with the Most High. That is where I fit in. Get it with the Most High. I would be way more animated, but I don't want to. I don't want to spit on the food. I get hyped when I be doing my music. But I be doing that praise music. What I was saying though. Yeah, like 2 people that helped me to get closer to the Most High is upsetting me. It's not a good feeling. So I have been falling back from their content a bit. No, a lot, actually. Yeah, but shout out though to Ringo for covering that buckshot incident. That's crazy. Yeah. And I just want us to start studying topics more than the way things been being handled. I think that's a way more biblical approach. And not only do I believe it's a way more biblical approach, I believe that that's the way Christ will want us to handle situations where we come to learn and teach versus come in with what's been going on. Because it don't seem like we edifying each other. That was delicious. I just ate one of the mushrooms to see if I needed to add more seasoning. So I'm gonna throw that back in the oven. It looks like a pizza. I don't, like they say, keep your blessings to yourself, but it hasn't actually happened yet. But definitely a plant-based restaurant. Pizza, plant-based pizza. And of course, the menu's gonna be banging, not just pizza. And the person I'm speaking to, it'll be nice if things worked out. This collabo, I believe 2 heads is better than 1 when they walk in agreement. So we're gonna see how that goes. But if not, I'm still moving forward with it. Just a matter of time. All right, so sauce. show y'all my little, I think I showed y'all already. That's about a half a cup of water. When I say a cup, I mean these cups. That's like a cup. A cooking cup. That is what you consider one cooking cup. What you see me doing right now is, you see I got most of the rest of that. All right. So I'm gonna add some crushed red peppers. Believe it or not, there's still stuff growing outside the greenhouse. Bunch of tomatoes. It's not a little, it's chilly out there, so I'm not going back out there tonight. But tomorrow I may go grab some tomatoes, chop them up and drop them in here. And woo! So gotta be careful with this. I'm gonna put like 2 tablespoons. Yep. And I'm gonna put the rest of this. That's white cooking wine. We get this simmering. That'll bring down our simmer time. You know what? If I can't find thyme in my spice rack, I think I am gonna go back out in the garden and get some fresh thyme. Not yet. And I don't see it. It might not be no more. All right, so I'll be back. I gotta go get some thyme. And while I'm out there, y'all know I still didn't, cause being that there's a flashlight on the cell phone, I keep neglecting to figure out my flashlight situation. I got 2 very nice flashlights somewhere in this house. And I don't know what I do with either one of them. And then I got another industrial flashlight, in which I don't know what I did with that one. I don't want to touch the phone because that usually stops the video. Because I'm thinking while I'm out there, I could get some tomatoes too. They're like cherry tomatoes, but they fall off the vine so easy. So I would need two hands would help. Hmm. You know what? At least I could grab the thyme. I'll be right back. No. Yeah. Okay, it's not OD a lot of time because the seasons are changing, but it's enough to make it happen. You smell that food down there? It's smelling good, right? There's so much garlic in it. You're not supposed to eat garlic. She always be giving me the looks when she can't have what I'm eating. Okay. Hey, this is supposed to be simmering. Oh, that. Yes. I'm happy I went out there and got the thyme. It smells so good. And it's gonna go great with the white wine. All right. I wonder if these could double as mason jars. Because I've run through these. After saying that, now I have anxiety about throwing them away. Yeah, so crypto is Bitcoin hit an all-time high. That's what they're saying. So when you see higher lows and higher highs consistently going up, 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 at any time it could go down. But if you're not in it, you can't win it. Just like the lotto. Gold is down right now. It's good to buy while things are low. And then if you want to sell them while they're high, you could take the money you made out. This looks like it got a ways to go. Yeah, that got a ways. The broccolis don't even look close to ready. So the pasta's ready, the sauce is simmering. All I'm gonna have to do is just add the vegetables and mushrooms to the sauce. Once the broccolis start to brown. I'm so tempted to turn it up from 375, but I already know if I do that, the bottom of the pan is gonna start to cook the mushrooms so fast that I'm not gonna be able to keep up with them, and then they're gonna start to crisp too fast on the bottom, and they're gonna start to burn before the broccoli even starts to brown on the top. So I have to be patient. This is usually where I wash dishes, but I'm not gonna do that right now because we're in the middle of the cooking show. So let me think. Hey, Nana. Yeah. All right. So, as far as trading platforms go, I don't get paid to promote any particular trading platform. However, I've been with Webull I got in right before the pandemic. Anybody who trades knows how that went. I was all excited. I dropped about a good 2 G's in the markets. Literally a week. Not even a week. Shutdown came a few days after. And I literally watched Say word, say word, say word. I literally watched my $2,000 go to like 200 or something like that. I mean, demoed. I was like, I'm gonna show you. I could show y'all one day, cause I do want to do like a crypto, not crypto, like a stock trading segment. So, well, I have been doing stock trading segments. Y'all hear me talk about the market, but I want to get more in depth. So y'all will see, right? Like that week as things were shutting down was right before that I got in the markets. Now the thing is, just because a stock goes down doesn't mean you're out of the stock. So over the last 2-3 months, some of those stocks that went all the way down right after the lockdown now are back where they were when I got them. Over the last 2-3 months, most of them are back where I got them. And that was from years ago. And of course, I've been trading since then. So this is the type of things that comes with being a trader. You gotta be, you gotta know that things may not go as planned. And then what else? Let's think here. For example, right now, a lot of people are predicting that Bitcoin hit its, I forgot what they call that, but there's a level where once it hits that, the likelihood of it skyrocketing is extremely high. And some people feel like because it hit its all-time high, that it's ready to go parabolic now. And then some people are questioning that what goes up must come down. So there's people saying it's going to go up right now, and there's people saying it's going to go down right now. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but I tell you what I would do with a paper trading account. These are like the things you got to say so that what I would do with a paper trading account with Bitcoin right now, and paper trading account means it's everything the same as a real account, only thing is like with monopoly money. And regardless of which broker you decide to go with, like 99% of them have paper trading accounts. So you have your actual account that you could trade your actual money with, and then you have your paper trading account, which is through the same brokerage, where it's you could trade as if it was real money, but it's not real money. So my advice is for your paper trading account. So what I would do is I would watch Bitcoin right now. I would set a number. If you don't get down, look at her. You think you got, what are you doing? You should be embarrassed. Get down. You know we don't play that. What? She thought she was gonna hump my leg. She know it ain't that kind of party. You know we don't play that. Look at Abby like that. You know we don't play that. You know we don't play that, Nana. Don't try to hump my leg. Yeah, I love you too, but not like that. You know don't try to hump daddy leg. Papi don't play that. Yeah, don't even think about it. And Nana, I was talking too. You ain't see me talking? You made me lose my train of thought. You made me lose my train of thought. You want your segment? She want me to do a straight Nana show. You need to jump up and grab that rope like we was training earlier today, right? Nope. She like, nope. As soon as I say some work she gotta do. She lost a little bit of weight though, so that's good. So she could run around easier. But yeah, so what I would do with Bitcoin is I would say, okay, so if it goes up, if it keeps going up, I'll say maybe 80, somewhere between 80 and 85. And in between that time that it was going between 80 and 85, if it didn't set any more lower lows, which means even though it's going up and down, it's not going further down than it did before. So you're seeing a constant going up. Then I say no lower lows. So it's not on a downward trend. It's still on an upward trend. And we're at like 80, 85,000 right now. I would get in and I would watch it like a hawk. I would watch it like a hawk. That's what I would do. And if it started, and then if it went below 75, 70, 75, that's about a 15% loss of my dough. I'm good. So somewhere between 10% and 15% loss, I'm out. I will pull out. But I wouldn't be expecting it to go down because the trend is saying it's going up. It didn't set any more lower lows. It's only setting higher lows and higher highs. And then we already see it just set its all-time high. That's a milestone. That's a point where you could say, okay, it's looking safe. Does that mean it's safe? I told you what happened to me. And it don't have to be a lockdown. It could be anything. It could be an announcement. It could be anything. All right. I believe it's time. Hold up. Okay. I thought it stopped recording. I got a notification that went over the time. All right. I don't have much room. Uh-oh. All right. I got to move the spaghetti pot. This is going to get too complicated. All right. Me? All right. Yeah. You know, actually, this could use a few more minutes. Let me show you how it's coming out. But we definitely want those, we want those a little bit more crispy. And the thing was, with the one I ate, it was crispy. But I could just look at it and tell that it's not the texture I want it yet. And you also got to remember, it's going to go in, it's going to go into the sauce. And right now, the mushrooms are dehydrating from the heat. But once you add them to the sauce, they're going to start to rehydrate. So what we're going for right now is a crispy enough texture so that when we do add it to the sauce, it can only rehydrate but so much, and you still get that somewhat hard to crispy, even though it's in sauce. It could be pulled off, but the key is getting it to the right texture while it's in the oven. See, I'm gonna grab one. All right. That one wasn't even crispy. So it's going back in. We got to get a little crisp going. And I should be able to judge it by, looking at the top of the broccoli. And I would like to convince myself that if I turned it up, everything will be okay. But my cooking experience is telling me do not do that. Yeah, so that looks like another 5-10 minutes. No, that looks like another 10 minutes minimum. No, you gotta go on the chain, because I'm not trying to have no issues out here. Now there's a way to There's a way to do the mushrooms in the air fryer. As you can see, we're waiting for the mushrooms. So if we did, what's over there? You acting like you want to go out. Yeah, so if I used the air fryer technique, I would have been already done about a half an hour ago. It's chilly out here. You know, potty now? Yeah, it's beautiful out there. Let me unplug the phone. I don't know if y'all can really see it. This night. It was a really nice day today, but it's starting to get chilly now. Nana, you gonna do anything? Come on. Don't play with me. See, that's why you bumped your head, trying to move all fast. Go in there. Oh, you gonna run? I said in. Didn't I just say don't play with me? Go on. You only go out when I let you off the leash and I want you to go out and run. That's when you run. You know I don't want you to run. Go on. Go on. Go that way. We're not playing. Yeah, you purebred. Don't act like you don't understand. Don't have the mutt mentality. Act your price. Act like she gonna run. Yeah. What? No. Sit. Sit down. That's right. Good girl. Now you get to go out. Now you get to run and play. Because you listen. Yeah, you know daddy love you. You know daddy love you. Mama. Ah! She always trying to get me a kiss on the mouth. Nasty. Got me right on my chin. Oh, gosh. I should be watching her. She be finding any kind of way to get out the fence. All right, I gotta be patient. Every time I open it, I let out the heat. I just earned myself another 3 minutes. Yeah, that food is smelling so good, making me so hungry right now. No. how good y'all could see that, but that looks so beautiful. But yeah, they say purebreds tend to have tend to be more trainable. And so far, the dogs that I've had in my life, I have found it to be a little bit true. Yeah. But I think whether purebred or not, it really boils down to the owner. But having one breed that you know tends to be considered a more intelligent dog breed than another dog breed or a mixed breed that is commonly understood to be less trainable. I don't think that those dogs are not trainable. I do think it's going to be more difficult for the owner to train dogs that are known to be more difficult to train. But just like children, your dog is going to test limits and you got to put them um, basically in their place. 'Cause if I didn't make boundaries, she would reign supreme. Oh, look at those clouds coming now. If I could get closer and get it through the trees, the view through the trees, or maybe from a different angle. I don't want to walk through the grass in the dark. I might have missed one of Nana's spots. Uh, she's jetting around the yard. She just went by like a torpedo. Yeah, I set up a rope for her today to hang from to get her swing on. So she ain't locked onto it yet. She's building up her confidence. I could do a corny one. Not exactly the angle, but not the exact tree I would want to use. A better shot would be, let me just watch my step. We got good moonlight out here. All right, more like that. No, it's blocking it too much. Yeah, you got to get the top branches. Those are the ones you want it through. Yeah, that's a better shot right there. Yeah, right about. I would have to get closer. Because that tree right there, I see it. I see the shot. I do see the shot. Up too close now. Yeah, it was something like that right there. I was visualizing. Yeah, right there. close to it I was visualizing. Have to go all the way around to get the real shot I want. Up, the moon is moving from where I want it to be. Relax. No, stop. Yeah, I can't really get the angle I wanted. No, stop. Hey, stop it. You're making me yell. Hey, I said stop. Stop it. I'm not playing. She always know when I'm recording too. Doesn't she be acting up? She be wanting attention. And she think I'm distracted. She knows I'm doing a video. Come on, Nana. All right, that was probably on. Oh, I know that smell. That smells like done. Yeah, I see some crisp. A little bit of crisp on there. On the broccolis. Yeah, but the mushrooms ain't gonna hold up much longer. Yeah, we're gonna take it out. All right. Yeah, and the ones that's on the bottom should be the right texture too. That'll do it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Yeah. It's all time to eat. All time to eat. All time to eat. All time to eat. All right. And that is how it should look. And I'm gonna add that to the sauce that's been simmering. What I didn't do was mix the thyme in, so that didn't really simmer in the way it should have. My bad. Try to mix it in now. That white wine is going down. All right. So now I'm gonna add these to this. Okay, I gotta put the phone down. No, I hope that's not garlic. You're gonna be sick. Yeah, so last week I went to, I fell asleep, not fell asleep, I kind of was like, I don't care. I'm sleeping right here. So I fell asleep on the couch 2 nights in a row. And then the next night, I went to my bed. Guess who decided they wanted to bark? Because I was down here with her, with Nana, when I was, when I decided not to go to my bed. So then she starts barking. Don't you know she barked for like a good 15 to 20 minutes, because I went upstairs. I'm like, I ain't say nothing. I ain't say shut up. I ain't say nothing. And then she stopped. Really, Nana? I missed you too. But I'm not your captive. All right. Now y'all seen all those mushrooms. Y'all seen all those mushrooms, right? They're all condensed down to that right there. It's about to go down. Y'all usually don't see me make a plate, but y'all gonna see me make a plate tonight, because this is about to go right into a plate. And then I'm gonna say peace. And I definitely am so happy to have shared this meal preparation with y'all. I do hope I inspired this dish for you guys that are considering plant-based or just want to switch it up a couple of nights a week. And if you follow my instructions on the texture of the mushrooms, that's the dish right there. For the most part, those scrumptious mushrooms. If you don't get that part right, then it's like your meatballs not being straight. Basically, that's the comparison. So that's the hardest part of this prep, is getting the texture of the mushrooms just right. Now I'll leave this part up to you. Actually, I'm not even gonna go there. I'll just leave it at that. But definitely make sure your texture is straight on your mushrooms. Now, some people, they don't mind soft mushroomy type mushrooms. But like y'all know, I like my stuff with a harder, crispier texture. Reminiscent. Hey, get down. Get down, Nana. What are you doing? And I don't think anything else could fit on the plate. And that's that. I'll be doing cleanup after dinner. And that's pretty much it. I think it's Empress Zaza. I think I was watching one of her videos. I'm about to get back to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, thank y'all very much. Y'all see the nose, that's from being outside. Pardon me. But what was I saying? I was saying peace, love, happiness, respect, and thank you again for sharing this time with me. All right, y'all. Peace.